Good afternoon, ACHG
After
Production.
chickens, if I have to record the lead in. Here is the moment I am with DJ Pitt, representing for Pitt, and I have the opportunity to turn the cameras on off the children of Elder Carlie Towne right here in Charleston, South Carolina. Come and meet them.
Good afternoon, ACHG Production. Reaching for the doggone sky. Just getting ready to have a good time in the night time. Are you ready? Mama, put your hands together for ACHG Production. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready. We're ready. Good afternoon, ACHG Production. Reaching for the doggone.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the AC Fun Time Superstar. My name is AC and my co-host is Elder Carlie Towne. Elder Carlie Towne, we need to do a tour of this town.
Where are we going?
I tell you what, we haven't seen Touch Band in a long time. And you know, each week we do castor and honey on the show.
Yes.
And honey is the entertainment.
Yes.
Castor is information.
Right.
You got any information castor wise?
I got some castor.
If y'all ain't
Give
know
it to
they
me.
too
I got-
far now, oh my goodness, look at that, look at that, look at that. Ow, Mr. Chisholm himself. This is the man that I know that ran around with more cameras than me. This is the man that made sure his garage was a sound stage.
Get ready to do the rumble!
All aboard! All aboard! All aboard! All aboard!
See, I ain't seen him in a minute. And he think I upset with it because I ain't hearing what he said. I heard what you said, brother. Yes, I did, elder sir. My hat is always off to you because you paved the way. The channel is still up and running. It's years of content on
Put
that
your
stuff.
hands together for ACHG Production. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready. We're ready. Good afternoon, ACHG Production. Reaching for the doggone sky. Just getting ready to have a good time in the night time. Are you ready? Mama, sister, brother. Just want to have some fun.
How you been?
Excellent, how are
What
you?
you doing? I see you here with your buddy right here.
Yeah.
It's your friend.
Yeah.
I just backing out. I just set up cameras for them. They doing what they do. Good morning to y'all.
Good morning.
Uh-huh.
Good morning,
There you
gorgeous.
go. Y'all do
Yeah.
what you do?
Hey,
Yes,
how are you this morning, Mr. Chisholm?
I'm excellent.
Good. Well, we're here today because we wanted to talk about the Gullah Geechee richness.
Okay.
You know, we were talking about enslavement for a long time, and now it's time for us to talk about what we've got. And I know of all the people I know, you could tell us a little something about the Gullah Geechee richness. Tell me a little bit, Mr. Chisholm. Who is Arthur Chisholm?
Arthur Chisholm is a guy that grew up from a little boy, had no confidence in himself, raised up in the country, didn't know right from wrong, but always was eager to make a difference. And as I grew, I was fortunate to be in contact with, we call them VIPs, such as Bob Nichols. Many of you remember Bob Nichols,
Yes.
Flo Myers, Arthur Ellison, and people during that time. And I learned a lot of things about myself. And fortunately, I met a young lady, which grew old, such as I did. Her name was Elder Carlie Towne. And I learned a lot about the Gullah Geechee nation. And I'm still in transition. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But I think one of our, and I may be jumping the gun and going forward with the question that you asked me, but I think we communicate effectively. We do. But we don't communicate. We communicate regular, but we don't communicate effectively for clarity. And this is causing a lot of the problems that we do have and such as you and I have talked about it a lot on the show. And I'm going to stop right here because I've escalated from the question that you asked me.
Well, you know, it's all good because it's all connected.
Yes.
I believe that some of the things that the elders know, the children of today, this generation don't know. So that's why I wanted them to know about the richness. And I know that you have been around for a long time. Like you said, we've been around a long time. And I wanted to bring the wisdom that you have to our younger people. I know that you have accomplished a lot. Tell me, how did you do those things in such a time as we were in?
Well, people tell me that, and sometimes you know yourself and sometimes you know something about yourself, and other people can see you in ways that you can't see yourself. But sometimes you have to borrow the confidence and what they see in you until you can see it in yourself.
Ooh, wow, that's powerful.
And people say, Arthur, your mind is like a camera.
Yeah.
And I say that imagination is the preview to become an attraction. If you got a great imagination and you take action, you just can't speak positive and think positive and don't have action to it. So, like I said, people say that my mind is like a camera and I see things and I can believe that it's going to happen and I get busy doing it. And I don't let people tell me what I can't do. In fact, when somebody tells me I can't do something, it encourages me to do it.
I agree. I know I've been knowing you for quite a long time, and I know, and that's that's very important because I don't think people understand the power, especially some of the younger people that we have as human beings, because we have everything we need within us.
Exactly.
It's already there, but we just have to really go work toward it. And so that's one of the things that I knew that you did too. You had great work ethics. Can you tell a little bit about the work ethic that would bring people to the point to the place where they need to know what they need to do? Because I think, when you go sometimes to some of these places and you don't get that customer service that we used to give. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, let me see where I can start with that because the question that you asked, I can come in from several different directions, but I want to kind of lean in on the youth because that's what I know that you're interested in. To begin with, I would say that we have to first know who we are,
Yes.
what we want, and then we have to come up with a plan as to how we're going to achieve what we claim we want. Because many people claim they want to go to New York, but if you check their ticket, it says Florida.
Right.
So what I have done during my time of coming up, I hung around people that was doing things that I wanted to do.
That's right.
And I stuck around them and learned how they got to the place that they are now, because that's some of the things that I want to do. And I say to the young kids, and I'm going to look into the camera because I need them to get this, you need to find out who you are, what you want, because you're powerful. You're more powerful than you really think you are. You operate at a small percentage of who you really are.
Ooh, yes.
And you need to find out who's doing what you want to do, stick with them, learn all you can, speak positive, but not only speak positive, think positive, then act on what you're thinking. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. If you're thinking that you're small, then you'll be small. And the biggest problem that we've had is we've been and I've learned this from Elder Carlie Towne. I used to say we were programmed, but Elder Carlie Towne said, no, Arthur, we weren't programmed. We allowed ourselves to be programmed. So we need to get a renewed mind. And some of us are comfortable in the position that we are in. What has happened, the oppressor have put us in cold water, and we were uncomfortable, and then they put fire under the water got warm, and we got comfortable. We don't want to get out of the water. So what's happening now is we stay in this water, we're going to be boiled, and you know what happens when you get boiled? You get destroyed. We're going to have to get it together. Teddy Pendergrass says, wake up
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
Brown says, open the door,
Yeah.
me'll get it myself.
Yes.
Curtis Mayfield said, keep it moving.
Ow.
Don't stop. I can stop right now because you asked me one thing and I'm going,
I love it.
I got to ask one question because for clarity, you mentioned the show. What is the show?
Put your hands together for ACHG Production. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready. Good afternoon, ACHG Production. Reaching for the doggone sky. Just getting ready to have a good time in the night time. Are you ready? Mama, sister, brother. Just want to have some fun.
Some folks don't know. Introduce them to where they got to go to find out what you talking about.
Carlie Towne, you want to answer? You want me to?
You go ahead. 'Cause
Okay, Elder Carlie Towne and I did a television show here back approximately 6-7 years ago.
Ooh, it's been
and
that
we
long.
ran on, yes, time is flying.
Wow.
Let me say this right quick. Young kids, young people, because you're not kids. Young people, if there's something that you want to do, please get started. Time is rapidly moving, and before you know it, you're going to lose the enthusiasm. You're going to lose whatever that drive is that's in you, or the people that can help you won't be around. Get busy.
Yes.
Keep it moving, and whatever you do, don't stop, because you could be right at the door.
Confirmation. Okay, I take that.
I'll leave that right there.
I'm
But back to
taking
the show.
Yeah.
It was the AC Fun Time Superstar, and we ran on Comcast for approximately 6 years. I may be ahead or a little back a little bit, but you can find it if you put in Arthur Chisholm, or you can put in AC Fun Time Television, or cbpm.org, or that's ORG, which is R, you know that, /AC. Go slightly down to the bottom on the right, click YouTube, and up top, click videos. And the first person you'll see was Elder Carlie Towne. I think on that clip she's interviewing the lady that does the quilt.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Miss Peggy? Or,
Yeah,
Okay.
we did something like over 300, we got approximately 600 shows on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, now that answers Brenda's question. And by the way, I want to, thank Brenda for taking the time
Yes.
to interview us, because this is part of our history. And years from now, somebody's going to look at this clip and say, "Hey, that's going to encourage me." Because today, back in the day, I'm gonna go back. Back in time, we had Bob Nichols, we had the barbershop, we had Brooks with the motel,
Yeah.
we had bowling alley, we had the hotel. We don't have any of these things now, and there's not much for our youth to pattern themselves and to be encouraged. So when you look at these footage, you're going to say, "Hey, our people did something."
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And
They have a heck
they
of a
can do
repository.
this. You all can do the same thing. Hey, go back, because
Yeah.
I'll talk
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, I love that. I want to segue into those people that you just called. And I looked at those people, Bob Nichols and all those, what's your, the
Flo
one,
Myers.
Flo Myers,
Honest
Thomasina
John.
Green.
Thomasina Green,
yeah, that's my
Nightlife.
sister, right. And that's our richness, our people, our language, our culture. And so I want people to know that you're not sure and wonder about where you're not secret be. You're not rich with the God you cheat. And people think you're not lie about the one you're not be, then crack your teeth. And that's what we're doing today.
That's what
But
we done
history.
today.
Oh, we
That's
cracking
right.
teeth on the porch.
That's
Looky here, looky here,
right.
looky
That's
here.
right. Put down.
Yes, sir.
But I want to say this, Carlie, and we talked about this, and some people are going to say, "Chisholm crazy." But I said that we are spirit, having an earthly experience.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And now this is where you're going to think Chisholm is crazy. I feel that we don't die, we just recycle.
I
And if
believe
we
that.
don't do what we have to do to make this world what it should be and a better place to be, when we come back, it's going to be, we don't want to be coming back if we don't do what we need to do.
That's right.
And if we don't come back, we don't want to leave it in a better place
Yep.
for our new generation.
Yes, sir.
So y'all need to get busy.
Yes.
Make it happen. Do what you got
Yes.
to do. And hey,
I'm trying to figure as chronicler
if we could
of
get
time.
our spiritual balance correct, I feel like our economics will fall in
Yeah,
place.
I agree because it's all about spirit. You know, that's why we here today. We vibing real high because we got Sister Brenda here and she just documenting this history.
But he just said something. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure between me and him. We back here at this time in this space and place,
Right.
and we leave more than breadcrumbs and footprint
Yes.
for people to see.
Yes.
Like, what the heck were we doing in our previous lives that we got? We must have been doing. But
Yes.
this time we got to
Come
come
on,
back
yes.
and say, "Oh no, we want all y'all to see this."
Yes, that's
But
right.
no, the way you it just I'm not because I never bothered asking why do I have to document. I know I have to.
Right.
You don't know how many times you've been here. Now somebody's gonna say, "What he's talking about?"
I've been for.
Well, you
That's
know,
why I hear in Gullah Geechee Nation now.
That's right.
I found my peoples. I know
that's
what's up.
right. That's right.
But
We all connected.
As a
because-
come here, us Osei Chandler said if you didn't have your camera there to run you out of town a long time
I
ago.
know that's right.
So I won't keep listening. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. So, you know, it brings us back to those people that came before us, our ancestors. Like I'm sitting on the porch of one of my ancestors, and for them to have had the tenacity to think about us this day and this time, for us to be sitting here, like you said earlier, doing what we are doing, they must have had a vision. And so that's
Right.
going back to what you said, you've got to have a vision. You must hold on to who you are down here. You must know who your people is. You must know who your ancestors are. You must do the things that you need to do so that you won't have to be recycled back here.
I heard
You hear me?
They said
So-
what they said when they said "well done, servant." Yeah, your mission is
that's
fully
right,
complete.
That's right. But I want the young people to continue to doing what they are doing, but make sure that they know they have a purpose. Do things with purpose.
Find your assignment.
That's right. That's right.
Find out what you're here for.
For some of them, I find it interesting. They have access to grands, great grand, and great great grand, but they have not taken the time to either by voice or by video or by pen document their history.
Right. That's
You know, I'm not going to try to go into the scriptures and preach, but there's a scripture says, they read, they learn, but they never come to the full knowledge of the truth. I think Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And we have this thing. Paul asked the Galatians, Paul said, y'all was on fire at once. What happened? And they says, cares of the world. And what has happened is we have got so much going on in our lives today that we have gotten disconnected from each other and those things that really matter. And we have to get back connected because we, like Elder Carlie said, we are all connected. And we all matter. I can't do what Elder Carlie Towne was sent here to do.
Right.
And if she leaves here and don't do what her assignment was, then the other generation will go lacking.
Yes.
Yes.
Our ancestors paved the road,
Yes.
did what they did, made it possible for us to be where we are today. And if we don't do what we got to do, we've dropped the ball. And we came here, had a good time, enjoyed life, and stole what our assignment was. We didn't. It was like it's like you gave me a ticket to go to Earth, and I didn't do anything but went there and had a good. I stole a trip here.
I love it. I love it.
Ain't left nothing behind. Just say I came.
We can't. Oh wow, that was powerful.
And we got a lot of now somebody gonna get upset again. We've got a lot of organization, and I say they're doing positive work. They're doing good work, but they're territory. And what we need to do is each community leader, if they meet once every quarter and come up with a priority list of what we need to focus on, and everybody go back to their community and teach the community what we're going to work on. And then we need to look at our people that's running for office. We need to interview them, find out what can you do for the community. What can you do for us? What? Check their track record.
Right.
And everybody need to vote for that. We splitting up the votes. We are working on separate projects, and the enemy is having us for lunch.
Yeah, wow. With that in mind, you know, we do have some little treats here too, some lunch. We got some cinnamon rolls here. Y'all remember the cinnamon roll and cheese we used to eat? Well, it's going back to that. We're taking you back.
Them dates
so
is
I
good,
appreciate Mr. Chisholm coming in here today, and he took us back.
Well,
I know that Auntie would be very, very happy to see us on the porch speaking to the people about what our purpose is and trying to encourage and inspire them to live your purpose, do your purpose, and do your passion. And everything you need will come right back to you when you do what you're supposed to do.
When elders speak, I love it.
I appreciate it. This has been Gullah Geechee Richness on the porch.
and one last thing.
Always.
Go ahead.
You know, and this is very important, I think. And I'm not trying to preach or be a Bible scholar, but you know, if you go in 2 Timothy 2:15, it says, "Study to show yourself approved.
I agree.
A workman needeth not be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth." And some people read one scripture and take that scripture and run it, but the other scripture says, line upon line, precept upon precept, here or there a little, until you can come to the full knowledge of the truth. Let's get it straight, people.
sir.
Elder Carlie Towne, you want to end up and take us up out of here?
This has been a sweet thing.
Hey!
Love it.
Thank you, Brenda, for this opportunity.
Thank you.
On this note, y'all know what I always say. You're turn wonder about what your secret be. You're not rich with the Gullah Geechee. If people think you're alive of the one you're be, then crack your teeth. But you know history.
You just got to be there. We love you.
Look up AC Fun Times. You will find Arthur Chisholm's work with Elder Carlie Towne. Over 6 years of documentation in and around the Low Country. How you think I got fed? How you think what got me here? I ain't get here on my own. We get
Good afternoon, ACHG production, reaching for the doggone sky. Just getting ready to have a good time in the night time. Are you ready? Mama, sister, brother. Just want to have some fun.